without further ado, let's just get started. So I actually have this foundation in the shade 107, but 107 is too dark for me, and my mom actually bought the same foundation but in 104, so I think I'm gonna mix the two. And how I'm gonna go about testing the foundation is on this side I will do how I usually do my makeup, and on this side I'm just going to try the foundation by itself, nothing else, just the foundation, no powder, no setting. So I've already done my eye makeup just to make it easier, and I've also color corrected. So I'm going to start on this side because I think it'll be easier. And also for this, I'll only be using a buffing brush because I personally like using brushes for my foundation. So this is actually how the foundation looks like. Fuck. Okay, it's not runny at all. I squirted 2 pumps on my hair, and I'm gonna use the shade 104 and maybe squirt half a pump and mix it. So I know in the previous 2 videos the foundation does not look dark at all, but it's actually, in real life it's actually quite dark. So since I've said that that I've tried this foundation before, the coverage is quite medium to full coverage. As you can see, I have a blemish over there, so we'll see whether it can cover up. I'm going to take my buffing brush and just tap it in. So the texture of it afterwards is usually a little sticky, but honestly a little goes a long way. This was only 2 pumps, maybe 2.5 pumps, and I still have some more foundation on my hand. So I've brought you guys in closer to see how it looks like on this side. And usually on my forehead I use a darker foundation, but then just for the sake of this video, I'll put the foundation on my forehead to make a fair review, since we all know foreheads do produce oil, and for some people it produces a lot of oil, and I don't produce a lot of oils. I have combination skin, so we'll see how that works with my skin. But yeah, the base looks really good. So for this side, I am going to mix my moisturizer because I feel like the texture is a bit too thick for me. So I just want to loosen up the texture. So I'm adding my moisturizer, maybe about that much, what we have. And I'm going to mix it and just apply it. I know it looks a little bit too light for me, but I know that the darker foundation, right, oxidizes. So I think it will blend into my skin. It's way too light for me now. So I'll just have to wait for it to oxidize. You guys can see that on this side of my skin, I do not know why, it's usually the blemish prone area on my face, and I had a huge blemish over there and it covered pretty well. Now I'm going to do the forehead. So yeah, this is just one coat, one layer of the foundation. It looks good. So for concealer, since I don't use concealer, I think I'm just gonna take the same foundation, add a little bit more of the lighter shade, and just go on my under eyes. I'm just going to blend out the concealer. So I've done my entire face. Okay, I just want to say a disclaimer. First, I do not know the authenticity of the products that are being sold on Shopee, but it performs well, so I'm still going to buy it. Okay, that's one. Second, for your reference, the foundation shade that is usually closest to my skin tone is Fenty's foundation, the Pro Filter Matte Foundation in 360. So yeah, that is something that I think you could note on. So since I've done my entire face, this is how it looks like. It says on the package that it is a matte finish. I don't think it's a matte finish, even on this side, because it was just the foundation and nothing else combined. It's a satin matte finish. But then by the meantime, I'm going to complete the rest of my makeup on this side of my face. Oh, also a little goes a long way because I still have like a lot of products. I do not know whether this is a lot, but this is quite a lot for me. Oh my gosh, you guys see how it oxidizes? So this is the shade after a while. This was the top layer and this was the bottom layer. Look how it oxidizes. It oxidizes honestly in a really weird way, in a very olive tone, which I don't mind, but it's a bit weird. So I've done both sides. As you can see, this is how I usually like to do my makeup, very matte, and this is This is just the foundation. Sorry, my list is lifting. But I'm gonna add a clip-on bang. Alright, so I've clipped on the bang to my list. I think I'm just gonna go about my day, and I'll give you guys some hourly check-ins, maybe after 2 hours, how it looks like, and after a full 6 or 8 hours, I'll do a last check-in. So the time now is 16:55, so it's 5 minutes until it's 5 o'clock p.m. 5 p.m. So I think I'll come back at 12. Yeah, then I'm just gonna do a 6-hour check-in. So see you guys later. Hey guys, so I changed my hair on my way which I got from Shopee too. So skin update. I forgot, I do not know what time is it now. Wait, let me check. Oh, it's 8:07 right now, so it has been like 3 hours. So this is what this side looks like. Oh, I've not touched up or anything, by the way. So this is what this side looks like. Oh my gosh, this is getting up close and personal. I think I'm starting to crease. The oil is starting to break through here, and my smile lines. But on this side, my smile line is always very terrible over here. My texture is quite terrible on this side of my face, as I said. But it still looks okay, in my opinion. I mean, this side looks a bit too dewy. Fuck it, I'm just gonna use this tissue box. So I'm giving guys a comparison. So this is the side. This is the other side. This side. My oil is not picking through on this side. I mean, it's starting to pick through here, but it's not too much. I can still live with it. So checking you guys later again. Okay, so now it's this time. I have to cover the picture because it's my brother's phone. Take it. So it's about 20 minutes till 11. Sorry for the makeup, by the way, because I was doing an Amy Winehouse inspired look. So yeah, I'm gonna zoom you guys in. So this is the side with nothing on it. You see the oils. I'm not that oily lah, huh? But you see my smile lines. The forehead is doing okay, actually, surprisingly. Now this is the side where I applied based on my foundation routine. The smile lines on this side is usually terrible. It always happens. But yeah. Oh my gosh, so crusty. So yeah. So I'm just gonna take a normal tissue. I have not touched up whatever. So I'm just going to blot it. Oh, underneath my eyes is creasing, but here's terrible even though I baked it. But it happens for my skin. I have combination skin, but my T-zone gets oily. So this is how much came out on the tissue paper. I'm sorry if y'all see my nasty skin. But yeah. Should I end the video here? I think I'm just gonna end the video here because like it's 20 minutes till it's 6 hours, so I don't think it makes any difference. But I honestly did finish my makeup at 4. Like in between 4 to 5 I was doing something. But yeah, I think this concludes the foundation. If you're asking me whether I recommend the foundation, I do recommend the foundation because I think it's quite good for me. It's just that it's a bit too thick and it oxidizes, so remember that. And I mean, it's only $3, so what harm can it do besides allergy reaction lah? But that one you have to check for yourself. Maybe do a test patch on your skin to see whether there's anything terrible to your skin. So yeah, that's all. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys appreciate this review because apparently a lot of people on Instagram was asking me about this foundation, and I just hope this helps for you guys to see what it did to my skin. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. See you guys on my next video. Like and subscribe.